All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Gems of War video. This video I have for you my scouting report for the running of the Foxes holiday event that began today and it's going to go for 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and well, we're going to take a look at the event shop. This is mostly going to be Volpatia themed. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw the slide for Volpatia on the screen just for now. The most important thing you have to know about this is that the additional legendary troop is going to make Volpatia's maximum power go to 13. That's going to, I believe, the second lowest maximum power in the game, but only in front of Midnight, and we'll see how long that lasts. As for everything else, you pretty much just need one mythic right now for Volpatia in order to get to that maximum power. For most of us, that's Stellarex, and for some of us, that could be Phoenix as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the things that you can get from the event shop for this holiday event. Of course, you've got the new legendary troop Foxglove, and do keep in mind that you do need 2 of your troops to be legendary to get to power. Well, I mean, if you're going for power 13, you need all of the troops in the game, but to get to power 10, you will need 2 legendaries. But Foxglove has a spell that looks similar to something that we've seen before, except it's actually kind of interesting. Normally, you have a troop with this spell converts one gem color to another and another gem color to skulls. But this one gives you 2 options. Option number 1 converts blue to green and red to skulls, and the second option converts brown to green and purple to skulls. So either way, you're converting one color that the troop doesn't use to green, and you're converting another color that the troop doesn't use to skulls. And of course, this troop is green and yellow. Traits are okay. You get a entangled gem when your turn begins, and with that spell, there is a possibility that you could instantly match that entangled gem. The only thing I don't like about, well, there's 2 things I don't like about entangled gems. One is that if it entangles any troop that's not the top level troop, then it's kind of semi meaningless, and it can, of course, backfire on you because you could put those entangled gems on the board, and then the opponent could match them, and then they could match them and add the entangle to your top troop. But overall, I think this troop is worth picking up. It's certainly with that double conversion. I definitely think that's worth getting. So mostly what I would recommend for the troop, and I don't think this is gonna be any different. Just get it once for 400 points. Add an Orb of Ascension if you want it to be a mythic, and you're good to go. I don't think you need to buy the extra copies below the 400 points. So, of course, we've also got the pet that goes along with this, and you probably got a copy of this in your inbox this morning. And of course, just like the other ones that we've had before, this pet increases the skill points for Foxglove. So 1 skill point initially, and I believe all of these go up to 5. I think Foxglove. The only thing about that is that the magic stat for Foxglove is effectively irrelevant because there are no magenta numbers. So effectively, the only stats you're really bumping up for Foxglove are the 3 and the center pain, attack, armor, and life. But still pretty good. A Foxglove Snoot is probably worth spending 500 points on to get it to level 20, especially if you think you'll use Foxglove in different teams. One thing I would point out is that Foxglove that the pets that you need for Volpatia. Right now, you only need one to get to level 20, and you've got a lot of time to get all the other pets that you need. Especially since this is probably gonna be behind as in terms of priority, getting the two kingdom pets, including the Epic Trials pet, and the underworld pet, the underworld faction pet. You'll get that whenever you finish the faction, of course. So it's a good one to get. I don't like going for the golden pets, even just to unlock them initially. You can get it if you want, but it's really only the golden pet's only cosmetic. So unless you get put on your hero card, I don't see the I fail to see the point in that. So in the center column, we have the usual. We have the trade stone bundle, which gives you all the trade stones you need to get all three traits for Foxglove. Good for early players. Certainly not as necessary for later game players, except for one thing. Keep in mind that once you purchase the Trade Stone bundle, this slot then becomes a repeating offer for 600 points to get a legendary medal. And for players who are kind of a little bit more late game, that can be really good because that will give you a bunch of medals that you can then use to get elite levels for some of your higher base rarity tier troops. Then that gets your power levels up to 30 for certain. So, it's worth going for that if you want. As for the pet food pack, this is very much an early game player pack. You get all the food you need to get the Foxglove Snoot to level 20. Even new game players, I think you might be able to get by without it, um, but it's up to you. This one gets replaced after it's been used once with a white pet food pack, which you should ignore. I mean, unless it's better to get the white food pack if you're than let your points go to waste, but that's about it. So, we've got the Owl Bear armor, and just like all the other holiday armors, this one is very much cosmetic. If you think you're going to equip this on your hero card, then go for it. If you don't think you're ever going to let your hero wear this armor, then spend your 500 points elsewhere, in my opinion. And we've got, of course, the Orb of Power for 800 points. Definitely worth getting if you are still trying to get Zul'Goth or CT, or both. And especially if you are a very much a free to play player, because this is an orb of power that you can easily get if you're free to play, um, and that means that it'll be easier to pass on the orbs of power that require purchases. Anyway, so I guess my recommendation, definitely go for these two. Get the legendary Foxglove at least once, and then Orb of Ascension. You'll have 3 copies of it, which is probably already 2 more than you'll ever need on any given team. And get the Foxglove Snoot just to give him some additional stats. He probably doesn't need it, but it's a it's it's a pet. What can I say? And then the rest of these as you want them. Okay, so this is going to be a brown mana restriction, and the team that I'm going to be running particularly later in the event is going to be my standard Geomancer team, Obsidiaxis, hero with Geomancer class and the Obsidian Libram, Chromite Sphinx, and Chernobog. Now, the astute observer will note that this team has uh, has basically three troops. They're using both purple and brown. That actually doesn't that ends up not being a problem that you think it is. Basically, Obsidian Libram explodes pretty much all the gems and can resummon an Obsidian Depths troop. Chernobog essentially creates brown gems and explodes everything as well. So it's both of those will generate enough mana that you'll be able to cast Obsidiaxis over and over again. This team got me all the way through Hellcraig's Under Inspire very comfortably. So if it can do that, then the holiday event should be a piece of cake. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe to this channel, and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. In the comments below, let me know what you're going for this event. Are you going for just the troop and the pet? Are you going for the armor? Are you going for the orb of power? Are you going for the pet food? And if you're one of the video game companies, keep in mind it is time to level up the contract. And I'll see you in the next video.